Whether it makes you laugh, cry, scream, or fly, there's a song for every emotion.
Is there really?
We're Mike and Priya, and we talk about the songs that make up the soundtrack to your life. Because what is it, Priya?
Life is in the lyrics?
That's right, motherfucker.
Okay. Oh! Oh, boy. This episode brought to you on a wing and a prayer,
Wing and a
folks.
prayer.
A wing and a prayer. We are doing this song script.
Am I wing in your prayer?
Yes.
Are you a bit of both?
No, you're the wing. I'm the prayer because
Okay.
I'm going to be riding on your wings today.
Okay.
And
What-
we're the prayer.
What is going on? You showed up
Okay, I showed up.
empty-handed.
Yeah, totally.
You got a face like a slapped ass.
Oh,
That's what they say in England
wow.
when people have like a down face.
I'm very tired.
Mm-hmm.
And I have been very tired for like a week and a half, just
Okay.
due to lack of sleep.
Overwork?
Not so much the overwork,
No?
because as you know, like my work is very all over the place and I get to kind of make my own hours. But yeah, I've just been for the last like week and a half waking up at 3 or 4 in the morning and being wide awake for the next 2 hours
Nice.
and then finally falling back asleep and having the best sleep when I'm supposed to wake up.
Right. Yes.
So, and then yesterday I just had a really, really long, crazy day at the family biz,
Mhm.
which was great,
Yeah?
but unexpected and just insane. And I did 8,000 steps without walking anywhere.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Do you remember that time you were challenging me on my steps
Yes.
at work?
I
You're
do.
like, there's no way you could have done. Now you see how that happens.
Why do you always have to make it about you?
No, I'm not making it about me. I'm just
know, I'm
pointing
kidding.
out that
You're right.
it's easy to get that many steps in when you're like back and forth, up and down, round
It
and round.
seems insane to me
Mm-hmm.
because it's literally like, I don't know, the size of walking just around my house on the main floor of
Yeah.
my house. But within 9 hours, yeah, I racked up 9,000 steps.
Yeah. It's funny you bring up the whole step thing because I was going to reference this later on in this episode.
Uh-huh. Can I put
So-
this up? It's very warm in here.
Yeah, sure. Well, why is it warm though, Priya?
Why is it warm? Do you not have the AC on?
No, it's because we were dancing.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
we
true.
were.
That's true. Worked up a nice.
So to try and get us into a little bit of more a little bit of jumping, I thought I'd put on my summer 2026 playlist
Yes, you did.
and get a little bit of grooving.
Yes, you did. But we are ahead of ourselves right now.
That's true.
because as we know, little listeners, if you have been listening for the last little while, we start off every episode with the segment we now affectionately refer to as banter and
Bullshit.
that's right. So, yeah. So let's get deep into that part
That
of
was
the.
the wrong sound effect.
Oh,
It was supposed to be
It
da
was
da
the-
da da.
yeah.
Yeah, but you know me. I'm not very good
You're
at
not very good with the buttons.
The one thing I'm consistent with
Mhm.
is fucking up the consistency
Oh.
of the buttons.
That's true. Even though every time I say, "Why don't you just label them?" and every time you say,
They're labeled.
They are labeled.
Yeah.
and then I say, "Well, why can't you read them?" There it is.
There we go.
Yeah.
Da, 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 da.
Which is a great.
I do like that
It's
too.
perfect.
Yeah, yeah.
But why can't you read what's there?
It's very tiny on the screen. Yeah. I
Do
mean,
you wear glasses?
I do. I need glasses for distance.
Right.
And if I keep them on, I won't be able to see my iPad.
Oh, God forbid you should have to just take
Take
them off. And
Oh, and then they look
off.
like yours, where it looks like there's a permafilm of
I
grease.
know. I don't understand how they get so dirty. I honestly wipe my glasses like 5-6 times a day, and I'm like, I never hold them by the lens.
No, I know.
So why do they
it's
get dirty?
disgusting, and I hate it. And it drives me crazy. Not yours.
Oh,
Mine.
okay.
Mine get the same way. Mine get the same way. That's what I meant. Like mine get the same way. They're disgusting. I can't stand it.
Yeah.
I hate wearing my glasses. I don't hate it, but you know.
I just want to mention as I took a sip of my shake that I walked in today,
Mm-hmm.
and I had my shake with me,
Yeah.
and I proceeded to walk into the living room and put it down on your dining table
Yes.
momentarily.
Yeah.
And then Don came down and he
Immediately.
immediately picked it up and looked carefully at the table.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh, that was a bad move, Priya. Oh, I did a bad thing. And he just rubbed the table to make sure there was no, there was no watermark left.
Yeah.
But you know what? I completely understand because it's a beautiful wood table, and that was really stupid of me to put something that could have put a watermark on a gorgeous wood table. Because I do respect wood. I do.
Well, we'll get to a few questions about that in a few minutes. But just talking about this,
Yeah.
that table
Yes.
has water stains on it. We had a
Oh.
dinner party
Mhm.
and somebody spilled a glass of wine, and we thought we cleaned it all up, but we didn't lift one of the, I don't know, glasses or
Oh.
something. And so
Yeah,
the
yeah,
water
yeah.
was underneath
Mhm,
and it
mhm.
sat the whole time. So there's an
Mm.
actual mark on there. So
Oh,
it's,
that's.
you got to make it look lived in.
I guess so, but
Our house is not magazine worthy kind of.
yes, it is.
No, it is not.
Yes, it is.
You think it is?
Yes. Oh, I do. I do.
Really? Why?
Yeah, and because your house is gorgeous.
Oh, it's fine. It's lovely. I like our
No.
house, but I've seen some magazine worthy houses. And
Well, I mean, listen, it's not like you had $3 million to design and decorate it, but it is a gorgeous house and it's beautifully staged, for lack of a better
Okay.
word. I know you're not selling
even
it, but
even with the watermarks.
even with the watermarks, I didn't notice any watermarks on that table.
Yeah.
But I mean, I would say like could even post some of these photos and ask people, do you think this is a magazine worthy?
Yeah.
Because you have some yeah,
I
it's a
don't.
beautiful.
Yeah.
it's a
If we
beautiful
could get
place.
our little listeners to just write in about the
I know, that
podcast,
would be
never
so
mind my
nice.
house.
I know that
Yeah.
would be really nice. I did have something I wanted to discuss with you, Mike,
Okay.
because this has been on my mind since
Mm-hmm.
our last record,
Okay.
and it's a little beef I have with you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What's your beef? What's your
Okay.
beef?
My beef is not where's the beef. Oh, we should have a segment called Where's
Where's
the Beef?
Oh, there we go.
Here it is. We recorded an episode talking about one of my favorite current artists, which is Casey Musgraves.
Yes.
And we were talking about her lyrics and everything. And during the episode, you were fairly neutral
Okay.
about her. But then after we stopped recording,
Mm-hmm.
the truth of your feelings came out.
What did I say?
You were saying like, oh, look at her face. Have you seen her face? And her forehead doesn't move and all the plastic surgery she's had. And I just can't get into her lyrics. Like, I know she has a good voice, but I just can't get past her face.
I think you may have gotten
Uh-huh.
Casey Musgraves
Uh-huh.
mistaken with Ella Langley.
No. We were talking about Casey Musgraves. You pulled up some video of her accepting a Grammy.
Was it Casey Musgraves or Ella
Yes.
Langley?
Casey Musgraves. That's who I was talking about. That's who we were talking about for the whole episode. And you
Right.
we were talking
That's
about
true.
lyrics
Yeah,
and stuff.
yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Mhm.
And-
You're right. I'm wrong. Again.
You said that. Thank you. But what really irked me about that was
Yes.
that you may be correct. Like in whatever, like I haven't really seen a lot of photos of her. I actually don't really look at pictures of her.
Mhm.
I like her music. But what bothered me was not only the fact that you kind of made those comments and were just like, I can't get past her looks to go
Mm.
into her musicality or
Okay.
artistry. It bothered me that as a whole, it's not possible for women not to look perfect as artists. Let's look at some male examples in the
Okay.
country lane for
You
or
got-
even like your favorite, Noah Khan,
Yeah.
who just, looks like he rolled out of bed with a plaid shirt and a t-shirt on and barely shaved in like 3 weeks.
Mhm.
And he can be a multi-million selling artist and have like sold out concerts all over the world. Can you imagine a woman dressing frumpy like that on stage and getting away with it? Is there anybody who can get away with that that's a female artist? No.
Okay.
And then let's look at Jelly Roll. Face
Jelly
full of
Roll.
tattoos.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Very obese until recently,
Mm-hmm.
but people just praised his voice
Okay.
because he does have a great voice.
Mhm.
But can you imagine a woman who was way overweight becoming a record-breaking or charting artist? It's just not allowed for women, and that really gets my goat.
Okay. So, is your beef with
Uh-huh.
me,
But yes,
or is your beef with the music industry
Yes.
and beauty standards?
yes, thank you, yes.
Okay. Okay. So it's a big kind of like a more of a generalized beef in like of the
Yeah,
world in general, and I just happen to be in that world.
you sparked it, I think,
Okay.
because of the comments you made, and I was like, that's not fair.
Okay. I sure. I totally hear your point.
Mhm.
I can understand where you're coming from.
Mhm.
My comment about her, the distraction of her face, was
The
that
distraction of her face.
it-
I love that terminology.
it was just that it was so unresponsive compared to
Right.
the kind of
The
the
emotions she's saying
emotion
about.
she was trying to emit were
Right.
not reflective in the face.
Yeah.
I didn't mean it to be a commentary on beauty standards for women in general.
Okay.
And yet, I totally take your point that women feel this pressure to have a certain aesthetic to be relevant or
Accepted, like,
accepted.
or
Yeah, so
yeah.
I totally get that. It was not. It was my own distraction around the paralyzation of her face.
Yes.
I
Yeah.
found that really distracting. So sure. And that's funny though that you bring that up because for some reason I thought I thought that had to do with Elle Langley.
That is
And
so random that you mentioned her today because I've been listening to her lately, but I don't again, I haven't looked at a lot of photos of her, but I don't think she has a similar
oh yeah, yeah.
does she like but maybe that's just like
I
you
think
think she's had procedures done?
I think she's definitely Botox to the tits. No. So I think she's definitely Botoxed a lot.
Okay. Okay.
Um, and we were at dinner with friends last night,
Mhm.
and they were talking about an event that they were at with a bunch of young women who were in their mid-20s. And these young women, how they're all like completely done up,
Yeah.
lots of makeup,
Yeah.
lots of Botox,
Mhm.
the nails, the whole bit, in their 20s.
Mhm. Mhm.
And
Not
so,
even 20s, like even younger. Like I have friends who have kids who are like 10, 11. They get their nails done like that.
yeah,
And they're doing up their faces in
yeah.
full makeup.
That seems like a lot. And it totally supports your point
Yeah.
about the beauty standards. But then I guess there's a question also. This has nothing to do with music, but I
Not
guess
yet.
the question
Kind
is
of.
what are we like if these are things that there are people in society that are outraged about, then what do we do about it?
Well, I don't think there's anything. I think the wave of perfectionism is unstoppable.
Mhm.
The standards for women are just unstoppable. And no
Aesthetic perfectionism.
aesthetic perfectionism. Yeah, and I think why it bugged me specifically was because it got in the way for you of
Mhm.
appreciating her music.
Mhm.
And it's kind of paradoxical, isn't it? Like she probably is doing these things to her face or
Yeah.
whatever, or maybe she's had implants or whatever she's done to her body. I don't know.
Mhm.
But she's probably doing that to maintain a certain image so that she can stay at the top of her game because that is just the standard.
Mm.
You can't be less than beautiful and a great dancer and all these things as a female artist. So and yet if that gets in the way of certain people
Yes.
accepting and enjoying her
Mhm.
artistry, that's such a shame.
Right. Yeah.
It really sort of upset me because I thought you would like her, you would really enjoy her lyrics. And
Yeah.
because she's so similar in so many ways to Noah Khan, and it was kind of a bummer that that got
Mm.
in the way of it.
Yeah, well, sorry about that. I hate to disappoint you, but I guess I did.
That's
um,
okay. I mean, it wasn't,
and
it was just like, it just made me kind of sad. It was like, I really thought Mike was going to enjoy it. And I thought we were going to have a
mm,
very different conversation. And which is fine. Like if you don't like her music, that's totally fine. But it was a bummer that you, I think even
uh-huh.
after we recorded, you said, maybe in the future, I feel like I'm going to actually like her music,
Uh-huh.
but I just can't get past it right now.
Yeah.
So it's something you kind of even acknowledged.
Yeah. But if you notice, that's also a common trait with me. It's
Mhm.
like the whole Joe Jonas thing.
Right. But
I have these barriers and I just, for some reason, there's a block for whatever reason.
Mhm.
And at some point that block opens up and I become
more receptive.
more receptive. Yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting because you said you did save one or two songs, or you liked a few songs from the album that I was
Yeah.
infatuated with last summer.
Yeah.
Which I'm glad. I actually am really appreciative that you took my advice and listened to it
Mhm.
because I know we often say, "Yeah, I'm going to listen to that song
Yeah,
that
yeah.
you suggest," and we don't do it. But
Yeah.
I'm glad that that was something you could get past. But I hope, I really hope that you give Casey
Okay.
a chance because I
When
just
are you seeing her? It's coming up.
that's yeah. However,
Oh dear.
she has already canceled
Oh dear.
3 shows, including her her tour opener. So I don't know if
What?
something's. I just saw that on Instagram today.
Oh, dear.
Unless that was a lie, and lots of things on Instagram can be a lie.
Mm.
But I'm a little bit concerned.
Hmm.
So,
dear.
but it's at the end of August, so I'm
Okay.
excited. Yeah.
Uh,
Anyways,
Okay. Well, thank you for that feedback, and I appreciate that you're listening to what I have to say, even if it results in a beef.
well, it wasn't so much. I mean, it was just something I was like,
Mm,
ah,
bummer.
bummer.
Yeah.
Bummer.
Yeah. That's okay. One of the things I think that's really good about this podcast
Mhm.
is, and there are many,
Mhm.
is that we both come at the content from different perspectives.
Absolutely.
And if it was all samey,
Boring.
if it was
Boring. Okay.
yeah, if it was all too samey, then this would not be
Enjoyable
interesting
to listen
discussion,
to.
right?
Absolutely. Yes.
And so, okay, well, thank you for that feedback. I think that's an interesting way for us to start.
Well, I wanted to get it out because it had been on my mind
Mhm.
since we've last recorded, and I was like, I need to talk about this.
And speaking of,
hmm
it's been a solid 2 weeks.
I know, which is
Mhm.
also weird.
Yeah, because last week's episode was you and Kelsey.
Yes.
And last week we didn't record, and
No.
that was because my friend Jody was in town.
Ah.
Yeah, we had a really good visit. She is in town for a conference.
Okay.
And so she spent some time with Dawn and I.
Mhm.
And I thought, well, and I haven't seen Jody in person in a few years.
Really?
Yeah, 2023 was last time.
What? Why?
Yeah.
She just lives in St. Catharines, doesn't she?
No, she lives in Edmonton.
But this is Jody that was like your best friend for a long time, Jody?
Yeah,
She lives in Edmonton now?
Yeah.
Since when?
like about 10 years ago.
Oh, God, I had no idea.
Yeah.
Okay.
So she is she's in town for a conference, and it's the last conference of her career because she's retiring at the end of July. Shout out to Jody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, retirement.
Seriously.
Good for her.
Yeah, that's a lot of that's 30 plus 38 years or something like that working for
The same
YMCA.
Wow.
Yep, the organization.
Amazing.
And so she's going to be wrapping that up.
Mm-hmm.
And
And
think
living
she's-
large.
yeah, I think it's I think a little bittersweet for her.
Mm.
So I thought one of the things I might do to liven up our visit was bring her into the studio and do some recording. So I have a little bit of video and I have a
Oh,
little bit of
fun.
recording.
You should have done a guest episode with her.
Yeah, it was I think enough of a pull to get her to
Okay.
do the
Okay. I'm
little bit of
still
recording.
rooting for Dawn.
yes,
do
well
a-
still, yeah.
Yeah.
So when we were recording, one of the things that I said, well, let's do a little bit of karaoke.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Guess what she asked for? Ella Langley.
Choosing Texas.
Choosing Texas.
I do love that song.
I know you do. I know you do.
mean,
And I'm
mhm.
telling you, that is an example of a song that I did find it catchy, but I was kind of like a bit barriered with Ella
Mhm,
Langley
mhm,
as
mhm.
well. And I think the more exposure and the more people in my life that enjoy the music
Yeah.
and seeing them enjoy that music, it does help to break that barrier down. So
Okay.
we did a little bit of singing of Ella Langley. Got that
Are you
recorded.
now one of Ella's fellas?
Yeah.
That's what they call
Oh,
them.
really?
Yeah. Isn't that
Okay.
cute?
That is cute.
Mhm.
Yeah. I wouldn't, yeah, sure. I'll be an Ella fella.
Okay.
Yeah. And so I was talking with my cousin Melissa, you know Melissa,
Yes.
and she went to see Ella Langley in Hamilton a few
Oh
weeks
my
ago.
God. She was. We have to check
Yeah.
Hamilton listings for concerts because
Yeah.
sometimes they get people that we don't get.
Mm-hmm.
Unless she came to Toronto too, did she?
I have no idea.
Okay.
But Melissa said she was amazing.
Okay.
Yeah. And she really enjoyed it. She said she was like amazing stage presence. She was
Yeah.
just like a total rock star.
She's got a lot of great songs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I thought you would like that. Because
Yes,
you're
I
a
do.
fan.
I was just listening to her on the way over here.
Oh, very good.
I just want to be hurt so bad it hurts so bad it hurts.
Oh,
I
yeah.
just want to be hurt. I just want to be hurt. Ah,
So earlier you were talking about Dawn and respecting the wood.
yes.
How's the scribe?
Oh, I have zero updates on that.
Oh,
Because
okay.
he's been on vacation for 2 weeks.
Oh, wow.
So,
okay.
yes, he's been out west. So
Okay.
zero updates.
Zero
Sorry.
updates.
Wah, wah.
Wah, wah, wah.
We should
Oh,
probably
yeah.
mention that this is our last recording for a couple of weeks.
Yeah. Yeah. Because we're going to take our annual 2-week
Summer
hiatus.
break.
Yeah.
Yes.
2-week summer hiatus.
Yeah. And you know what else is cool, Mike?
What?
We're coming up to our 100th episode.
Yes. This is recording of 92.
So I think we got to plan something really fun for that.
Okay.
I don't know what we will do, but we'll have to come
Mm.
up with something cool.
Why don't we ask our little listeners to write in
Uh-huh.
and suggest some ideas for our
Yes.
100th episode anniversary?
And how would they do that, Mike?
They could slide into our DMs on
Right.
Instagram.
Yes.
That's The Little Podcast, LIITL,
That's right.
not LITTL.
Exactly. We know spell so good.
We know spell so good. Or
Mhm.
they can email us at lifeisinthelyrics@gmail.com.
Yeah. You know what else they could do, Mike?
What's that?
They could send us a little voice message.
If they got our number, they could do that. Yeah.
Yes. Or on Instagram, you could also do that.
Can you really?
Yes, you can.
I had no idea.
You sure can.
Huh.
I always find the voice memo button because I don't like texting too much with my thumbs. I'm just like, that's too much. I'm going to
I
just.
had no idea you
Yes.
could do that. Okay.
So if you guys have any thoughts on what we should do for our 100th episode, or also if you want to just say some of your favorite moments from the last 99 episodes or general thoughts,
I
please
think
send them.
we should ask them for one specific thing.
Just send
Yeah.
us any thoughts you have about the podcast in general over what
Yeah.
you've listened to, what you'd like to hear for the 100th episode. And we'll.
Specifically the 100th episode.
We'll
What
add
do you
it.
think we should do for the 100th episode?
Yeah.
Focus on that.
All right, fine.
These fuckers don't write
I
in on
know,
anything.
I
so
know, they don't.
We haven't even heard from Jason in weeks.
I know. He's too busy because it's summer.
Outrageous.
Outrageous.
Outrageous. I'm outraged.
Okay, so on to the actual. We do have a topic for
We
this
do,
week. We
we
really
do.
do, guys.
Yeah.
And it is Songs of the Summer,
Songs of the
2026 edition.
That's right. That's right. We did an episode on Songs of the Summer last year.
We did, but that
Do you
was
remember what episode that was?
like what number?
Yeah.
I don't, but probably around 48 or so. 49? No, wait, maybe like or maybe in the early 50s.
You're going to try to do
I'm trying to do math, but I'm I'm trying to do very basic math where it's like how many weeks? It's like a year ago. My guess it was roughly episode 48.
episode 48.
Roughly there.
Okay. 39.
Oh,
July 9th, 2025.
wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. And what was the exact topic in terms of Songs of the Summer?
Well, let me just read to you the synopsis from
Please
episode
do.
39 titled Songs of the Summer.
Okay.
It's our Songs of the Summer episode. We sweat it out reminiscing about summers past. Mike pulls out a relic from his past, and Priya, we said past twice, and Priya starts the episode off with a mea culpa.
Oh,
Mm,
I remember this mea culpa, ua culpa,
yeah.
priya culpa.
Or as she now coins it,
yes.
Priya culpa.
Priya culpa.
That's right. We might all need a cold shower after this one, and not for any fun reasons.
Aw.
So there was no scribe at that time.
Okay.
But
Well,
that's okay.
anyways, I really don't remember too much, but that was, I guess, more of a generic Songs of the Summer topic.
Yeah.
Whereas
yeah.
this time we're talking specifically about songs of 2026 summer.
Mm-hmm.
And I see that when I walked in, you had a playlist going.
I did, yes.
And I thought it was a playlist like from Apple Music, but it was actually your.
It was my playlist.
So let's see how many songs are on that playlist. I'm curious.
Yeah, I started it, and one of the reasons why I started it was because when I looked at the Songs of the Summer various
Lists.
lists, like on Apple, Spotify,
Yeah.
whatever, even the articles about Songs of the Summer, they had some similar songs. Like Drake showed up several times.
Yes.
Madonna was on there. Olivia
Langley.
Rodrigo. Yeah, Ella Langley, Choosing Texas. That is
Sure.
on every single one
list.
that I
It's
saw.
a top song right now, I think, everywhere.
Okay. And I can see why. Choosing Texas, I can tell by the way he's two-stepping round the room. You sang that out at Terra, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And you didn't know it.
I didn't know that song. Yeah.
But don't you also remember when we went to that pub on Danforth?
Mhm.
There was a live band
Yeah.
and they were playing it and the entire room was singing it.
Oh,
which
I
I thought
forgot
was so
about
cool
that. Yeah.
because it's a country song, but she's crossed over, obviously.
Hmm.
But the entire room knew that song.
Right. And I did not know that either.
Not at the time.
No. Yeah.
That was a while ago, though.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, and that totally ties into something I'm going to talk about later as well.
Okay.
So yeah, I have about maybe 10 songs or
Okay.
so on my list, and it's growing.
Yeah.
And one of the reasons why I decided to create my own was there are definitely songs that are current
Mm-hmm.
that are happening right now.
Mm-hmm.
But there's also one of the things that I've realized is there are songs that I really like
Mm-hmm.
that are great for summer
Mm-hmm.
that are not current chart songs.
Okay. So they're not recent.
They're not recent.
Okay.
And this ties into the whole thing about the steps you were talking about as well. Because as I was doing my extensive research on the songs of the summer, and we talked about this in the last episode that we did, episode 39,
Episode 39.
the song of the summer is a marketing manufactured
Right.
thing.
Like Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's about record sales.
Mm-hmm.
So the music industry, what they do is, as a refresher for our little listeners, Song of the Summer is basically about songs that are played or sold or hit the charts wherever it sits on the chart and for how long.
Right.
That's how it gets mathematically determined as a Song of the Summer. It's, I guess one could say, okay, well, if it's on the charts for however many weeks, it
Mhm.
means that it's popular.
Mm-hmm.
But there are so many other factors involved, like, the music industry, their record label, their,
Yeah. Marketing dollars.
marketing
Yeah,
dollars,
for sure.
all that kind of stuff.
Right.
And to tie that back to the step thing, the whole 10,000 steps is being a thing. You know how that started?
No.
It started with Fitbit, apparently.
Oh, which I have one of.
So Fitbit created this 10,000 steps a day
Huh.
idea to help sell their Fitbits.
Uh-huh. And now it's become
And now
the-
it's a thing. And it's not like it's a bad thing. It's just that 10,000 steps is a manufactured kind of
barometer.
yeah.
Just like the 8 glasses of water per day.
Oh, yeah.
Because that, when you dig into it, it's doesn't make any sense because a 90-pound person and a
Right.
250-pound person need the same amount of water? No.
Yeah.
So that's interesting, though,
Mhm.
that it was Fitbit that started it.
Yeah.
But it makes sense because every time I hit that mark, my Fitbit starts vibrating and gives me like a congratulations.
Right.
It makes me feel really good about myself.
Exactly. So it feeds you.
It does. And when
Mhm.
I don't get that buzz
Oh,
at
yeah.
the end of the day, I feel like I've let myself down.
Yeah. Well,
Mhm.
and that's a problematic side effect of these marketing tools because it's the same thing with the Apple Watch and all the rest of it.
Yeah.
And so to tie that back to the Song of the Summer,
Right.
as I was painting my wall, finishing that project up,
Yes.
got some photos for that we can post.
Oh,
And
how exciting.
I know.
Guys, it just doesn't get more exciting than that.
I-
Let's watch paint dry on Mike's wall.
No, it's not the paint dry. It was more that I had my earbuds in and
Mm-hmm.
I was just listening. So I thought, okay, well, I'm going to listen to some different songs of the summer
Mhm.
playlists to get a sense. Some of the songs I was like, okay, well, I have never heard of some of these people.
So many of those.
Okay, so is that an actual song of the summer or is that about Apple or Spotify or the record label or whatever trying to force an artist onto a cycle of play
Right.
so that it becomes something?
Well,
'Cause
I
I'm like,
think
in full transparency,
Mhm.
it's not like I'm tapped into like the full breadth of music.
that is it,
out
I
there.
think. I think for you and I, because, for example, Drake's song Janice STFU is on all these charts.
Oh, it's such a great song though.
And I had to finally go and listen to it because I'm like,
You hadn't heard that?
I hadn't heard it.
Oh, okay.
And so now when I looked at the charts, because I did the same extensive research that you did,
Yeah.
I was like, I think I know about 5 of the top 20 songs here.
Okay.
I don't even know who these artists are.
Yeah.
So I
Okay.
think it's just that they're in genres that we're just not so familiar with. And then there are some artists that I've heard of, but haven't really listened to their music, like Zara Larsson. I know she's huge right now.
She is completely exploded in terms of global recognition now.
But maybe I have heard a song of hers. If somebody played it, I'd be like, oh, I know that song, but I don't know the songs by name to say, oh, that's a Zara song.
Yeah.
And there's all these artists that I'm like, oh my God, I'm really clued out. Like, I got to start paying some attention. So maybe I'm going to start listening to those top 20 lists,
Right.
like
Yeah.
actually listening to the playlist to round myself out.
So you mentioned Zara Larsson.
Yeah.
Did you notice how many times she showed up on these lists as a
Like a
like
duet?
a
or
duet? Yeah.
Yes, a lot.
Yeah.
Like, where did she come from?
Sweden.
Well, like it is always strange to me when an artist explodes and they just explode in multiple ways.
But we've also talked about this before as well. One of the things that you and I, as consumers of music, we're very much about what's fed to us in the
Right.
North American music scene.
True.
Right?
Yes.
And it's mostly whatever gets played on the radio for
Yep.
you,
Mm-hmm.
whatever I get through social media
Right.
or, whatever I'm listening to. And so these are like very much fed to us. It's not like you and I are out there. We have, but it's not
Yeah.
like you and I are out there exploring music that is not on the charts or not on the radio.
True. But I mean, I would push
Yes,
back a little
and.
bit on that. Yes, and I would push back a little bit because you have discovered talent from Instagram.
Yeah, and you.
So have I
Yeah.
from different
hmm
mediums, but
But most
we
of
don't
the music we talk
actively
about,
it's true.
it is, like the top 40 kind
Yeah.
of stuff. Yeah.
Although I think like I listen
It's another
to
yes and. Yeah.
yes, and I've got to get into the practice of that.
Yeah.
Yes, and except that this is not really a yes and. I don't know what this is. I do because I'm in the car. I have my stations programmed to different genres,
Right.
right? So I do get exposed to a little bit more than just the top 40 pop kind of music.
But it's still top 40, like top 40
But it's-
country, top 40.
Yes, it is still the mainstream
Exactly.
people who are making
Yeah.
the charts.
Yeah.
And I try sometimes to look for new artists, but not really often.
hmm
Not often at all.
One of the songs that we were bopping to before we started recording, Modern Love,
Yeah.
is a band. They're from Ireland.
Okay.
Love them.
That song was instantly infectious.
Yeah, they're an indie band from Ireland. They're touring right now in Europe, and I got them through Instagram.
I really liked them.
One of the things I loathe about social media
Okay.
is the algorithm. But one of the
Yeah.
things that I love about social media
Is the
is the
algorithm.
algorithm. Because when I
Yes.
start looking at and spending time on pages that are indie music,
Mhm.
it just starts feeding me more and more. And I'm like,
Mhm.
oh my God, this is really good. How would I have come across this?
I know. Yeah, there is something about that. I do sometimes get people sending me songs or sharing songs, especially Conrad, often. And the artist I wanted to mention to you that Danielle recently had me listen to is called Sienna Spiro. Have you heard
Sienna
of her?
Spiro. No.
Her song right now that's on the charts is called Die on This Hill.
Okay.
She's very sort of jazzy, bluesy, but pop
Okay.
in a way where she kind of reminds me a little bit of Adele mixed with Amy Winehouse.
Ah,
Her sound is really cool, and it's I was very shocked by how consistently good her entire album was.
and how did Danielle get
No idea. No idea how she
Okay.
came across her. But you know how when you listen to an album, like I've said before now that I try to listen to albums all the way through and I try to give them a chance to listen to them a couple of times to
Yeah.
get a good vibe for it. But sometimes you hear a song or an album and you're like, I like this right
yeah,
away.
Yeah.
Not so much the case with somebody I really wanted to like.
Who's that?
Shania Twain's new album.
Oh, no, I haven't listened to it.
Yeah, I just listened to it today
Yeah.
on my walk with the dogs and I was like,
Mm.
I'm going to give it another chance.
Mm-hmm.
But
What's not jamming with you?
well, listen, it's a very different vibe from her kind of country pop stuff.
Okay.
It's more country blues or country soul, which I like that genre, but I don't know that her voice suits it.
Okay.
And her voice doesn't sound the greatest
Okay.
on it.
Okay.
It just sounds This is a terrible thing to say. It sounds tired.
Oh, okay.
It's a horrible thing to say.
Yeah.
And I love Shania.
Yeah.
But yeah, listen to it and let me know what you think. I'm
Okay.
curious about that.
All right. I'll
But
give that a
anyways,
try. Yeah, yeah.
we are digressing.
No, this is actually really good because I was going to ask you, what do you think of Madonna's new album?
Yeah, I think, and she's another one that I was listening to a lot recently, but her older stuff. Because
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
love Madonna from the first 2 decades of her
Yeah.
career. Just absolutely love her stuff. Um,
Confessions was an amazing album.
yeah. And
The
this,
first
I
one.
think people will really like it. If they loved Confessions, I think they'll like this album because it's very dancey, right?
Mhm.
But the whole talking through songs
Oh, yeah.
really annoys me. Are you singing or are you rapping? What are you
Right.
doing?
Yeah, yeah.
So it's not for me,
Mm-hmm.
but I understand how it's going to be popular in dance clubs if dance clubs still exist because I hear that like dance clubs is just not a thing anymore so much.
Well, are you surprised?
Kind of
Why?
because
Uh,
uh,
Crickets?
I don't even know what to say, but because like why?
Well, I think in part it's because kids today, they don't drink. They're online.
Yeah, okay.
They don't go in, well, it's not, this is very generalized.
Right.
But generally speaking, drinking has decreased
Mhm.
amongst the younger population.
Yeah.
Going out and meeting people in public
Yeah, it's
has
true.
gone down. Like in terms of going to bars and clubs,
Mhm.
they go to dinner. And there are other ways for them to meet people.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
that was not the way it was for us. Like
No.
yesterday when I was bopping to the music, painting this
Mhm.
wall, I was having a full on dance party by myself in my backyard.
I do it all the time.
It was so much fun. And I was thinking about conversations we've had about our own little dance parties. I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, we got to go dancing. We've got to go dancing. I'm like,
But
where would
where?
we go dancing?
Put those crickets on. Nowhere.
Yeah.
It's very true that the youth of today have a extremely different way of socializing.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And it's like, don't you guys know how to have fun?
But they do, and they do go out.
Mm-hmm.
So the day that we're recording, it's Ozfest in Toronto, and Ossington is like the place to be.
Right.
And it's got all cool restaurants. It's a
Mhm,
very,
Hip.
hip
Very hip.
30s kind of crowd.
Yes.
And from what I saw from photos of last night,
Mhm.
it was jam packed.
Mhm.
You could not move.
And
And they're all, 30 somethings.
yeah.
And that's their scene,
It's just so strange to me, like the lack of wanting to dance.
But where would you go anyways? There's
Well,
no
but
places.
but
Everything's
there would
closed
be
down.
places if people wanted to dance.
So this is tying into Danceteria, right? Is this what you're talking about, or
What's a
is it
danceteria? Oh, that's the name of the album. That's
song.
right.
The
Oh, the
song.
song. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, it is because I imagine that it would be, something that people would play in Ibiza. Do you like how I said that?
Yeah.
Ibiza. Or, at like those kinds of trance festivals or
Mm,
EDM
mhm.
festivals where people just go to dance.
Mhm.
But are those getting smaller too now? I don't know. I've never been to those, but
I don't know, and it could maybe it's a bit of a more of North American kind of thing.
yeah.
I don't know.
It's
And it
just-
also could be that you and I actually don't know what kids do today because we're
not
old.
kids. I know. I'm going to ask some of the kids I know because we have a lot of them on staff and I work with a lot of them in different places. I'm going to just say like, what do you guys do for fun? I'm
Yeah.
actually going to take a poll.
Take
I
a
am gonna
poll.
take a
Okay.
poll.
Let's
Yeah.
also post a poll to our social media.
Yeah, I'm curious if people dance or
There has also been a trend on social media where I've seen these cafes and daytime dance clubs.
yes, coffee dance parties. and
Coffee
stuff.
dance parties,
Uh-huh.
daytime dance parties, silent dance parties. So
Mhm.
people have earphones
Mhm.
on and it's not music blaring, it's just music in your ears and everyone's
I
dancing
kind
around
of
the
love
music.
that.
It's an interesting
It's
concept,
interesting.
but it's an interesting concept. Yes, and
Yes. Okay.
and this could just be the nostalgia kind of mindset, but
Mhm.
do you remember going to a club The
Yes.
lights are flashing, you've had a few drinks, the music
Yes.
is going, you're on a crowded dance floor and you're
Uh-huh.
just bumping and grinding and having a great time, feeling the music. It's just a complete
Yeah.
experience.
And you would dance with strangers, like,
Yeah,
in groups and stuff, and it would
yeah.
just be such a great and you'd never talk.
No, it's
You
just
and
you're feeling the music and you're just all together
I
experiencing
know.
this incredible.
I really wonder if COVID impacted that kind of sensibility too,
Probably.
right?
I would think
It's a
probably.
shame.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But, things do go in cycles as well.
Right. But you said you went dancing recently at Grapefruit, right?
Yes, I did.
So I
That's
guess it
right.
does still exist, but it's an older demographic.
It was, yeah. They were mostly people of my generation, like
Okay.
50s ish,
Right.
40s, 50s. And it was a lot of fun. And I do enjoy a good bop.
Me too.
Hmm.
Ah, well.
Well, and I
Okay.
think that that's what Madonna is doing with this album is she's nodding to, well, I don't think it's quite clear. She's nodding to her early days with
Yeah.
Danceteria because Danceteria was the club where she used to hang out and where all
Ah,
the.
okay.
Do you know the background to
I
that?
do not.
Have you listened to the song and she like name drops a bunch of different people?
No, I've listened to the album in bits and pieces, but not
Okay.
all the way through. And yeah, whenever she's just doing the talky thing, I can't.
Okay. Well, after this episode, I'll play it for you. I'll play
Okay.
the making of little short film,
Okay.
and then you'll be able to see. Did you know Benedict Cumberbatch is in the
I
video?
did. I
Yeah.
did know that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I thought was
Along
super
with
cool.
a ton of other people.
Right.
Yeah. Danceteria was a club in New York,
Okay.
and this was in the early days of her career.
Mhm.
Like she had just signed a record deal.
Is this where she learned to Vogue?
No, that came after.
Okay.
This was like it was in the down and out part of New York City,
Hmm.
and it was the kind of antithesis. Is that the right word?
Antithesis.
Antithesis to the 54 Club 54.
Oh, yeah,
or-
yeah. Studio
yeah,
54.
Studio 54. Yeah. So this was where all the art people, apparently all the
Yeah.
art people would go, and they would just have a great time.
Right.
And it was RuPaul. They would have emerging acts,
Mm-hmm.
New Order. Beastie Boys were busboys there. LL Cool J and
Oh,
Sade,
yeah.
they were
Sade. Wow.
They were bartenders there.
Oh my God.
RuPaul was an artist. New Order performed there. Like it was the scene,
Mhm.
kind of like the art scene. And so when we think about our popular culture that we've been exposed to, that was where it started,
Right.
you know? So I think it's great that she's giving a nod to those early
Yeah.
days. And I think it's also kind of weird that she's what, 60 something,
67?
65?
Yeah.
And to think that for what, 5 decades,
Yeah.
4 decades,
Right.
she's been
Yeah.
doing this.
Yep.
That's incredible.
It is incredible. Like all the respect to her
Mhm.
for sure. I just personally loved the first 2 decades.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And I mean, yeah, you like her new album? Have you listened to the whole thing?
I haven't. To be
Yeah.
honest, I have to give it a few more listens because I feel like it's just a bit too. We were
Yeah.
talking about Casey Musgraves and me not being able to get past her face.
Right.
There's something about knowing that Madonna is in her mid 60s
Uh-huh.
and this preconceived notion I have in my head about whatever I think kind of music that
Mhm,
person should be
mhm.
making. I know it's unfair, but it's something that I'm processing. So there are definitely songs on this album that I do enjoy. Danceteria is on my summer of 2026
Okay.
playlist.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's a bop.
Okay, I'll have to listen to it because is
Yeah.
that the first single that's come out or because I
Yes,
know I
I think it
have
is, yeah.
heard a song, I just didn't know what it was called.
Yeah.
And I did start to listen to the album, but I didn't get all the way through because I
Mm.
just couldn't get past that
Yeah. Yeah.
idea of it. But I will
Yeah.
because I mean, she deserves it.
Yeah.
She's fucking amazing. Okay, so are there other songs on your Songs of 2026 list
Yeah.
that you want to mention that are from 2026?
Okay. Well, I'm going to so I have a couple of questions.
Okay.
And one of them was, and I kind of like referenced this a bit earlier, was the songs of the summer. The industry has made this definition, but I'm curious to know what people's definitions are of their songs of the
Right.
summer. Because what I've come to kind of realize in the last week or so is the music that I'm enjoying right now
Mhm.
not all of it is about chart toppers that are current chart toppers.
Okay.
They're chart toppers that may have been from before.
Hmm.
And one of the things that kind of sparked this thought for me was, do you ever do this where you come across an artist or a song that you haven't heard in quite some time
Hmm.
and you're like, "Oh my god, I listened to this
Yes.
on repeat."
Yes.
And I haven't listened to this in, months
Hmm.
or
Or
years.
years.
And
Uh-huh.
so that's come up for me where I'm like, oh no, there's definitely some music that I'm bopping to right now that I was bopping to years ago.
Hmm.
And so some of that has filtered into my playlist.
Okay.
That, and I know I'm late to the game, but I also think there's something interesting about being late to the game because this is a common theme for me as well. Somber, I cannot get
Right,
enough
right,
of.
right. Okay.
He is just, his music is amazing.
I have to say, I have not listened to a lot of his music, but the stuff I have heard, I've really enjoyed. So maybe he's an artist I'm going to have to deep dive into.
I highly, highly
And
recommend
he's kind
you
of
do
come out
that.
of nowhere too, like in the last year.
Do you know how old he is?
He's like 19 or something.
Yes, he's
Hmm.
20 years old.
I know, it's crazy.
And he is an incredible talent. If you look at the last album that he released, he wrote all of his songs, not a
Hmm.
team.
Just him. Okay, that's impressive.
Yeah,
So he's definitely a current artist
There-
that's on your list.
definitely. And
Okay.
there are several songs on the list that
From him.
from him. Yeah,
Okay.
one of his new songs that's just come out that I totally love is called "Homewrecker," and I think
Okay.
you probably have listened to it or heard it, and I think you'd like that. It
Okay.
is a there's several songs that he's written. So he came out in 2025 with this album called "I Barely Know Her," and it was like a breakup album. And it's funny that he like Taylor Swift
Mm-hmm.
has been writing songs that are about his own experience.
Right.
And he got signed when he was 17.
Mm.
He got signed with a record label when he was 17.
Mhm.
Do you know how he got found out by
Mm-mm.
this record label, Warner? He had been posting TikToks.
I was going to say TikTok.
Yeah.
A lot of people are coming through TikTok now.
It's incredible.
Yeah.
So he's been writing and kind of like Noah Kahn, he was testing his music with his audience
Mm-hmm.
and getting immediate feedback.
Hmm.
And he picked up momentum. Wrote a song called Caroline that exploded
Okay.
or online and immediately got signed at 17 while he was in high school.
Hmm.
So he dropped out of high school and he became a full-time musician.
Wow.
And he was 17, he's now 20. That seems like not a lot of time, but 3 years as an artist trying to make it in the industry probably feels like a long time.
Yeah.
And according to what I read, he had said, he was really feeling like it wasn't going the way he had hoped. So he was getting prepared to just move back in with his parents
Oh my
and call it a
God.
day. And he
And then he
decided,
hit.
yeah, no, you know what he did? He just said, he talked about this in an article where he was saying, I was trying to write music that I thought people wanted to hear. And when he let that go and
Right.
started writing what he wanted to write and the kind of songs he wanted to create,
Mm-hmm.
that's when things turned around.
Mm-hmm.
And so his explosion and when he really got the recognition was through the music that he decided to write for himself.
Okay.
And it also helped that Taylor Swift also
Yes.
loves him
Yes.
and big public endorsement.
For
And
sure.
so
She even performed at her induction to the Songwriters Hall of Fame,
that's correct.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah.
which is a huge honor for
Oh, yeah.
such a new artist.
Yeah.
And then he picked which two songs of hers
Oh,
to
really?
perform.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, that's a very cool artist and a very current artist. Look at you,
Mhm.
Mike. So
Yeah.
with it.
I know. Well, I cannot stop listening to him because he's stuck in my head. And I really do recommend if you haven't
I will.
spent some time listening to him, just go to Apple Music and put his name in, and then there's like a somber,
Essentials? Or
it's like a station or something like
Okay.
that. And they'll play all of his stuff.
okay.
Yeah.
I will check him out for sure. Is there anybody else you wanted to mention? Because I'm seeing your list, but I can't read all the
Yes.
names. You
So-
have Justin Biebs.
Yeah, I
with
got
his
Bieber.
daisies. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I love Harry Styles' American Dreams.
That was one of mine, American
Okay,
Girls.
American Girl, sorry,
Mhm.
yes. And did you notice that he's actually not on any of the summer?
Yes, I did.
I thought that was really
I
interesting.
was very surprised by that.
Yeah.
I feel like this album, even though his tour has been hugely successful, and he did something crazy, like he broke the record of selling out Wembley Stadium for
Oh,
11 shows.
yeah,
He
yeah.
broke Coldplay's record. They
Right.
had done 10.
Mm-hmm.
So even though his tour has been hugely successful, it seems like his songs are not like lasting on the charts, which is strange.
Huh. Yeah.
Isn't that weird? Like
Yeah.
normally the two would correlate.
See, but then that just kind of that's what makes me kind of suspicious about this songs of the summer industry definition and structure.
Yeah. I mean, I guess that the other part of what could feed into it is that he is a known entity and a beloved artist for over like 10, 12 years. I mean, when did One Direction become a hit? Right?
Hmm.
He's been around for a long time. So even though people may not be in love with his new album, they still love him. So like he
Mm.
would still sell out concerts. Do
Oh,
you know what I
okay, so
mean?
you're thinking that maybe people don't love this album, but they're
Maybe,
going to
maybe
him
not.
because they like
Right.
it's a good album.
It's a great album. I
Yeah.
really enjoy this album.
Yeah.
And that song is such a fun
I
song.
love it. Yeah.
It's got this album has a very cool kind of like a bit of a disco vibe. He
Yeah.
even says disco everywhere,
Yeah.
dance all the time, something like that. What's it called?
Kiss all the time, disco
There we go.
occasionally.
That song was definitely on my list too because I do love it. And you know what I have to say about the songs that I'm gravitating towards this summer
Mm-hmm.
are very kind of in that pocket of
Yeah.
they're kind of like vibey but with a chill vibe, but you can still dance to them.
Uh-huh.
Like that song and like the one that you played by the
Modern Love.
Yeah.
Somebody You Regret.
that song, really
Mhm.
cool. And a song that I know you're not so fond of, but I knew it I knew it I knew you by Taylor, which I
Oh,
just
right.
find
Yeah.
so calming.
Mm-hmm.
Every time I hear that, it just makes me want to like lie in the grass and stare at the clouds.
Yeah, yeah.
It just gives me that kind of a vibe. But yeah, I feel like those are the kinds of songs I'm sort of gravitating towards with these beautiful summer,
Mm.
warm summer days and
Mhm.
such. But I want to ask you if you have listened to any of Olivia Rodrigo's new album.
I have. Yes.
And?
And there are a few songs on there that I really do enjoy.
Okay.
And I haven't put her on this list yet because when I was going through the songs, I was trying to think, okay, which were the ones that I actually because that was one of the albums that I listened to yesterday.
Yeah, I feel like I was so tempted to ask us to do an entire episode on her album
Mm-hmm.
because the way it's structured is pure genius. It's a relationship from beginning of infatuation to the very end and the breakup.
Oh, okay.
And it's in the middle of the album, there's a song called Purple.
Mm-hmm.
And the first series of songs are all red because she's falling in love and
Oh,
everything.
okay.
And then it's all about the unraveling of it. And those are the blue songs. And what color does red and blue make?
Red and blue.
Makes purple.
Oh, red and blue. Yeah, purple.
Yeah.
Right.
So that's the way she has constructed
Oh,
this
okay,
album.
okay.
It is just, this album I can't get enough of. I seriously have had this on repeat.
Okay.
One of my favorite songs is Stupid Song.
Mm-hmm.
Have you heard that one?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my God. I need you to listen to this whole
Okay,
album.
I'm going to listen to the album from song number 1 through to
All
the
the way
end.
through.
Okay.
It
right.
really does tell an incredible story and it's so beautiful.
Yeah.
And her musicality is what I've noticed about her that I never really listened to Olivia Rodrigo before. Like I knew a lot of her songs that came on the radio,
Mm-hmm.
but I'd never listened to her as an artist.
Okay.
She is very like musical theater. Like she is very dramatic in her
Oh.
musicality.
Okay.
There are songs on this that have orchestra and violins and like sweeping anthemic kind of choruses and choirs. And it's just so effective in creating like an upswell of like emotion.
Where did she come from?
Disney.
Ah.
And I
okay.
think we should do an episode on that.
On Disney, yeah, because Ariana Grande,
Sabrina
Carpenter.
Carpenter.
Sabrina?
Yep. So many huge artists have come through the Disney
Yeah.
framework. Christina Aguilera,
Oh,
Britney Spears.
were they Disney?
They were all Disney kids.
I thought is Mickey Mouse Club part of Disney?
Yeah. Mickey Mouse is Disney.
Oh, right, of course.
Yeah. You had
Of
me.
course.
I was like,
Duh.
wait a second.
Yeah, of
But yeah.
course. Yeah.
Anyways, I love her album, so a lot of her songs were on my list.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, and then I think the other artist, not specifically a song. I had a really hard time picking songs of the summer, but another artist that whose album I'm really enjoying is Bruno Mars,
Oh,
because
okay.
it's gone back to his original vibe,
This is
sort
new.
of the crooner kind of,
Right,
but with
yeah.
a disco vibe, and
Yeah,
I
yeah.
like that throwback vibe.
Uh-huh. It is interesting how many artists have released kind of dancey disco,
Like throwbacks,
new,
sort
yeah,
of.
new content.
Hmm.
So is this trend?
I don't know. I guess they're looking for new sounds.
I've been thinking about the way the kind of ebb and flow of trends in music. We had the grunge,
Hmm.
and I don't know if that's a really good way of thinking about it, like whether because grunge was a whole kind of genre. But I just kind of find it
But it
interesting
did. It
that
had its time. It was a huge moment in music. Was the grunge
it
moment?
did. Yeah, but what I was going to say was that it's interesting that so many artists are releasing new content that have a similar kind of vibe to it.
Yeah.
Whereas grunge was kind of like there were bands that were grunge bands. It wasn't like a series of pop
Right,
bands that were doing grunge
It's not like
music.
Harry Styles put out an album that was a grunge
Right.
influenced. Yeah.
Right.
You know what? I wonder if that is similar to fashion. How like fashion goes in these kind of, it has waves like colors
Right.
and textures and stuff. And so, when fashion shows happen, they're sort of forecasting for
The
seasons
future,
that
right.
are 3 seasons away.
Right.
So we're watching now like fall, winter
Mm.
this year or whatever. And so it's like, but where are these inspirations coming from?
Mm.
Where is the color palette coming from?
Mhm.
All of a sudden, we've moved from pastels, for example, to muted natural tones or something. Like, how do these inspirations come, and how do all the designers sort of seem to be on similar wavelengths?
Mm.
So I think there's something similar in music,
Mhm,
because
mhm.
when you think of it, I Knew It, I Knew You has a very 70s kind of vibe to it. It has some chords and stuff too that reviews and stuff have said harkens back to the 70s.
Okay.
Harry Styles' album has a very disco-y
Yeah.
effect. Bruno Mars is more of Motown-y kind of, but still kind of that, like going back a few decades. So
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know where that inspiration came from or how it filtered down.
Well, I mean, I would think the inspiration comes from the music of those eras, but why is it being integrated
That's what I
now?
mean.
Yeah, okay,
Like,
that's the
how is
question.
it that it's 3 very different artists,
Yeah,
have all sort of gone back to a similar time period and taken slightly different versions of what was popular then, but
right.
all sort of from that
And
70s
yeah.
time frame.
Oh, interesting.
cool.
Well, we'll have to do some research.
Maybe we will.
And then we'll have to report back to our little listeners.
Extensive research.
Extensive research. Okay, well,
Yeah.
little listeners, thanks for listening to this episode.
Mm.
We would love to know what's on your Song of the Summer playlist.
Mhm.
It doesn't have to be all chart toppers
No.
right now. It could be whatever you want. Send those lists in. You could do that by
Sending us an email at lifeisinlyrics@gmail.com or getting right into those DMs at The Little Podcast. We'd love to hear from you. And if you don't want to type it out, guys, just use that microphone button and send us a recording. We'd love to hear your voices.
We would love it.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you in a few weeks because we'll be taking a 2-week break.
Vacay time, baby.
This is Priya and Mike.
Signing off.